When I was in preschool, I was held back because there were two requirements to pass preschool. You had to say your alphabet and you had to spell your name out in print. And I had a broken arm, as you can see here. I've got a nice little scar there. And so they held me back. Now, why is that important? Because in ninth grade, the second half of ninth grade, I got my driver's license. And in that time, I met a little blonde-headed girl from the town north of us. And I don't remember how we met, but we started dating. And we didn't date very long because A, she was bat-crap crazy, and B, her mom was bat-crap crazy too. The first time that I met her mom told me what kind of music and at what volume I could listen to said music in my car when her daughter was in it. Now, did we listen to this? Not at all. We would listen to whatever we wanted at whatever level of volume we wanted to for however long we wanted to. But that should have been my first red flag of maybe what you're getting into as far as dating this young lady is not what you want. Secondly, the thing that ultimately broke us up was a string of things, but the thing that broke the camel's back was the fact that this young lady would get super close to my face and sing country songs. Now, if you know anything about me, I do not particularly like country music. And at one point, I decided that this was enough, and so I took this girl home, and she lived about 15 minutes away. And in the drive home, we sat in very uncomfortable silence. No music, no radio, no anything. And at one point, she asked, why aren't we listening to the radio? To which I replied, well, I just need to think about something. So she probably knew something was coming. We pull up in her driveway, and I say, look, we need to talk. And she just breaks down, sobbing, just kind of crying. And in the midst of her heaving to take breaths so that she didn't pass out or whatever, she's saying, why don't you like me? What did I do? I can change. And I remember telling her, it's not you, it's me. I don't want to string you along. I need to think things out, yada, yada, yada. So I console this young lady, and I'm telling her, you'll find better guys. I'm not the only one. And but the other half of me is saying, if I can get her out of the car, she's on her time. And so I get out of my side to help her out of the passenger side. I could have just been like, get out of the car, but I'm a gentleman, and I go to the other side, and because I wanted to get rid of her because she was crazy and I didn't know what she would do, and I try to help her out, and she won't, A, unbuckle her seatbelt, and B, she won't stand up. So I have to unbuckle this young lady, I have to physically pick her up out of the car, and then set her in her driveway. And, I got in my car, I turned my music on, I backed out of that driveway, I drove all the way home and ate barbecue that my dad made that day, and it was fantastic. So the moral of the story is this. Sometimes you're going to have to do things that you maybe don't want to do, but in reality you do want to do, and you may have to hurt somebody's feelings. But in the long run, it's going to be better for you, and it's going to be better for them. But mostly it's going to be better for you. And so be brave enough to take those steps. Be brave enough to take those actions. I can't imagine if I was still dating that lady. It'd be awful. We'd have country music all the time. So be brave. And if you have a relationship that's unhealthy, fix it. Kick them to the curb. Do some self-evaluation and figure out, do I want someone singing Dwight Yoakam and Brad Paisley in my face? Probably not, let's be honest. So, I'm Clayton Delaney. I'm glad that you're here. And that was the time that I dumped a girl in her driveway.